Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's stream here, CDR Tier 1, Season 16, Round 2, here at Baku, Azerbaijan, and we have our first DNF, ZX10er. I think that's out of the pit lane. I think he's at the wall on the exit of the pit lane. So 10er's out. We do only have 18 drivers tonight. Apologies for the delay in getting the stream going. I got signed out of the YouTube and needed to log back in, but we're all good now. Riker is on a lap. He is the first person on a lap as well, so we'll stick on board with him across the line. Evening, Pink. Thanks for tuning in, bud. Riker now, battery completely gone, a 141.2. Lutman behind him, a 40.7, so half a second quicker. Oh, someone else. Lutman's just hit the wall. Lutman's crashed out. Turn 1. Exit of turn 1. Wow. So we've lost 2 drivers already, but Lutman fortunately had a time on the board. Cheers, Pink. Weather's all dry. Nice to know. I mean, we've lost 2 drivers in the first few minutes, so it's going to be an interesting one. Only 3 going out of this session, and we've had 2 DNFs already. Flicks to the top with a 39.3. Ken Lowry a 40.5. Bark a 40.7. Who have we got next? One of the Alpines. No, that's an out lap. Harold is on a lap. Harold 39.4. What's Rick got? Rick coming up to the line. Riker's in the pits ahead of him. Oh, Rick wasn't actually burning. We got Ferrari. Oh, Bruges coming up to the line now. He's not burning either. He's coming into the pits. Through the castle section. Cautious but clean. That's the main thing. Make it through there. As I said, there's only 3 drivers we're going to lose from this Q1 session. So you don't want to risk absolutely everything in Q1. You might pick up a nice little tour down this back straight from Oliver, unless Oliver moves out the way. And he will pick up a nice slipstream here. Oliver helping Sammy there. A 40.1. Sammy up to P3. So Alpine P2, P3 at the moment. Williams P4, P5. Come on, Williams. Oliver just started his lap. Moritz through sector 1. Rick, fastest lap, 38.9. 4 tenths quicker than Flicks. Who else have we got out there? Cavalis is just close to that wall in the castle section there. Pink's on an out lap. Dan's on an out lap. Pulley Orange, Bruges. Airways and Glock all on outlaps as well. Cavaliers up to the line, 40.782, splits the Williams, P6. I think Oliver or Moritz. Moritz is next, then Oliver. $40.5. Oliver 39.5 up to P4. Is that Harold gone again? Yeah, and he doesn't improve. 9,000 slower. I think Paulie Orange is next. She comes on to that long back straight now. The back straight with a kink. Paulie Orange 39.5 up to P4, just ahead of Oliver. Airways 39.8 up to P6, just behind Oliver. Who have we got next? Glock. I started coughing and then sneezed. We've got Glock coming down that back straight now, run up to the line. And Glock up to P4, 39.5. Riker improved up to a 40.8. So at the moment, Luckman's still safe with his time. It keeps him ahead of Cavalis. So everyone below him will need to beat him to knock him out. And Bruce jumped up with a 40.4. Dan a 42 flat, Pink 38.4. 5 tenths quicker, 5.5 tenths quicker than Rick. That's quick. Dan ran out of battery before the end. I wonder if he would just helping Pink on that first run. Pink will return the favour, I don't know. If not, Dan's 1.2 seconds off the back of the pack, which seems a lot. I know Dan is struggling with his hand in a cast. And this is definitely a difficult track to do with an injury. I think everyone's on in laps now. See fuel lights on. Apart from Glock and Paulie Orange could probably go again if they wanted to, but Paulie Orange is pulling into the pits. And Glock's following him in. I'll be back in just a second. And then back. Who do we have out now? Ooh. Didn't think the wheel were working then. We got Airways out. Bruges, Ken Lowry. Ken Lowry is first out on track, so we'll stick on board with him. He'll be first to do his second flying lap. As it stands, Luckman is through, but he'll start P15. Riker, Dan and Tenner will be out. Tenner DNFing out of the pit lane and no time on the board. Riker's done, I think, 2 laps, improved on his second run to a 40.8. And Dan, yeah, only managed a 42 flat on his first run. So still a lot to change here. Rick, Glock, Paulie Orange, Oliver happy with the times they've done. They've all retired in the pits. But Airways, Bruges, Ken Lowry, Moritz, Cavalis, Bark, Riker and Dan all out on track. Oh, Pink's just messaged me. Dan's fucked up. He's put his Hungary setup on. Oh, so a track that is very low wings, Dan's running full wings on. So yeah, it makes sense why he's 1.2 seconds off the back of the pack. That's not gonna be nice. I mean, at least he's tyre wearing below. But let's see what Kane Lowry's got now. Apologies, I've paid no attention to that first sector. Nice through the castle. Plenty of battery left as well. Unless Pink's joking about him putting the Hungary setup on, I don't know. And Kane is almost 2 seconds under. Sammy will not be improving. He didn't come back out of the pits. Pink, Flicks, Harold all took the flag. See what Kane can do. Kane Lowry, 40.4. We've got Airways, who's 4 tenths under at the moment. Finishes just 3 tenths under, but up into P6. You've got Bruges behind, I think that's Bartmandu. Bartmandu jumps up a position, 40.6. Bruges up to P9, 40 flat. Moritz is invalidated, so he won't be improving. Cavalis, almost 7/10 improvement here from Cavalis. Where's Riker? Riker's ahead of Cavalis on track, apologies. I've missed Riker's Sector 2 split, but Riker needs to beat Luckman's time. As does Cavalis. A 40.3, Riker up to P11. If Cavalis beats this now, that puts Luckman out, and he does, up to P9, 30.7. Down a second under at Sector 2. But that's not going to be enough. He needs more than that down this straight, and he's going to have full wings. He's out of battery as well. There's nothing he can do about it. I think it was a 40.8 there he set. 17th for Dan. So I think that's Luckman, Dan and Tenner that we're losing there. Pink setting the pace on his 1 run. Rick did 2 laps at it on the same set of tyres, half a second off. But yeah, losing Luckman, Dan and Tenner. So half a tenth Luckman out by. Well, here we go now. Q2. And Dan has just confirmed he is using his hungry cell. Great. Kane Lowry first out on track, jump on with him. We had, I think that was Airways and one of the Ferraris, Oliver, almost fighting out the pit lane. While they were in AI, it wasn't them. Ooh, little snap there from Kane. Luckily, it's only his outlap. Caught it quite nicely, though. And here we go, there's an LP moving very slowly out of the pit lane. That's Sammy. Yeah, moving extremely slowly. Jump back to Kane now for his lap. Leaving a bit of space there against the wall. Doesn't want to touch that inside curb, unsettle the car. Round that slow moving Alpine. See how he attacks this corner now. Does he cut it? Yeah, he does. Now up to the castle section. Oh, nerve-wracking. Like we're going into the wall there. Up to the line, first time in Q2 is a 40.3. Oliver will be next. Plenty of battery left as well, not burning there. 40.5. Airways 40 flat. Oh, Oliver went straight on at turn 1. Barker 40.6. Rick a 39.3. Moritz 40.2. Cavalis a 40.1 up to P3. Flicks looked fairly quick in that Q1 session, 40.3. Riker and Glock, I don't know if Glocks just give Riker a tow, I'm not too sure what just happened then. But they crossed the line like right next to each other. We've got Sammy on a lap. Harold having a little snap there as I jumped on with him. Sammy will be next. Sammy, 40.1 P4 for Sammy. Harold, very quick, 39 flat from Harold. Nice lap, Harold. Got Bruges and Paulie Orange still on track. I don't know if that's a slow moving car or a car that's, yeah, it's slow moving, it's a Williams. That's Kane Lowry, he's straight back out. Bruges has used all his battery before he's got to the main straight. And it's a 40.6 P10 for Bruges. What's Paulie Orange got? Still got plenty of battery left for the lap. Still got overtake on through the kinks, which means he'll be out of battery before the line. And 39.6 P3. And Ken Larry's now in the pits. Strange. Unless he's picked up damage, so he's come straight back in. That's probably why you were moving so slow. Pink is on an outlap now. There we go, Pink is about to start his first run. The only man who's not got a time on the board yet in Q2. No pressure here on the streets of Baku. Nice and wide on that exit there, trying to carry as much speed as he can through the corner. Getting close to them walls. Purple sector 1, but he's no time on the board yet, so it could just be his personal best. Nice cut of that right hander there into the castle section now. Nicely done, look quick as well. I think that corner he's just gone through is probably the trickiest corner on this track for me, personally. The amount of times I've broke slightly too late and just hit the wall or hit the curb and flew into the wall. But yeah, Pink's a lot better than that. Burning all the battery he's got now on that run to the line. He's out of battery before the line as well, but it's a 38.5, so another half a second ahead of the pack at the moment. We've got Airways and Moritz. Moritz has invalidated, so Airways will be next. All his battery used way before the pit lane. And 39.5 from Airways though, up to P4. I think Flicks is next. Eight tenths under at sector 1. That put him around Airways. Oh, a little bit of a slide there. Through Castle now. Nicely done. Plenty of battery. The Hassa Pink staying out of the way there. Sector 2 split 1.189 seconds under. So 39.2. This will put him P3 as it stands from that split. He's got plenty of battery as well, so he's going to burn everything now on this run to the line. See if he can make any time up in sector 3 as well. He makes another tenth, so a 39 flat for Flicks. Oliver was next, 38.9 from Oliver. Great lap time. Who have we got? Sammy's out on track. Glock's out on track. Pink's on his way in. Rick and Airways coming up to the line. Airways giving Rick a nice slipstream there, and Rick straight to 38.2 P1. Good teamwork there from the V-Carbs. Airways on his in lap. Give Rick a nice slipstream down that back straight. Glock is next. 1.6 under at sector 2. What's he got? As he crosses the line, 38.7 up to P3. Sammy next. He's used all his battery pretty much at the DRS mark. 39.9, so only P9 for Sammy. Got Bruges on the lap. Bruges now, battery burn up to the line, 40 flat, so P10 for Bruges, half a second improvement, but is that going to be enough? It's going to be tight at that for that 10th place, that top 10 getting into Q3. Rick is on his way into the pits. Riker's on the lap. Who's that? Sammy. He's not on a lap. So Sammy's time is done. Kane is on an outlap. Is that to give Bark a slipstream down the back straight? Because obviously the checkered flag's out. If it is, he needs to slow down to give Bark a slipstream. He's not giving him a slipstream. He's gone out too late, I think. I think he's just made a mistake. There's me thinking he were helping his teammate. Moritz up to the line. 39.3, 9/10th improvement up to P7. Bark. P12. Oh, Kane did set a lap actually. 39.6. It put him P10, so he's safe. Unless Bruges knocks him out. Bruges is not improving. Bruges is done. So Kane actually made it through though when I thought he was just... It said he was on an outlap. Am I going mad? Yeah, I thought the same thing, Pink. Normally, if you're on an outlap, it pops up with a checkered flag and you're just going AI. But has Kane not just improved? Yeah, it says outlap next to his name. Checkered flag timer comes out. It still says outlap. He was originally on a 40.3. Losing Cavalis, Sammy, Bark, Bruges and Riker from the Q2 session. Rick setting the pace in this one. He jumped up to P9 with a 39.6, and then Moritz jumped ahead of him. So, yeah, bit strange. Just with it saying outlap, yeah, caught me off guard. But here we go, Q3. And what is that? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 teams represented in Q3? The only team with 2 drivers in there is the V-Carbs, Rick and Erles. 9 different teams. Oh, okay, fair enough, Glock. Like I say, normal, like they're now for Flicks and Kane Lowry again. It says outlap next to the name. Obviously, when the checkered flag normally comes out, the checkered flag pops up next to their name, but it just carried on saying outlap, so I just assumed he wasn't on a fast lap, and yeah, he ended up improving. Just yeah, it seemed weird. It's first time I've noticed it on comms, to be honest. Like I say, his teammate was, a couple of seconds back on track, so I wondered if he was just giving him a slipstream to help him out, but it don't make sense, obviously, because the checkered flag would have popped up, but it didn't. Anyway, it's done with now. Yeah, you're right with that. It's probably just Cody's. Kane takes that bollard off the inside of that left-hander. And here we go. This will be our first lap in Q3. Not sure if Kane set the first lap in each of the sessions. I know we did in Q2. Not too sure about Q1. But he's out early again. Looks tidy enough so far through Sector 1. We've got everybody out on track now as well. Last of the lads out on outlaps. A little bit of wheel spin there for Kane. Looks nice through the castle section though. Ooh, little clip of the wall there. Now, on to that back straight. He's got plenty of batteries, not burnt any in that first little bit, but he puts it on now. And he'll run that down to the line. DRS open, burning everything, up to the line, 40.2, first time on the board. Next will be Flicks. Flicks still had battery left as well at that point, 39.5. Who was that then? Moritz. It's gone straight on at turn 3. Polly Orange 39.2 goes to the top. Harold 39.1. Oliver now up to the line, out of battery, 38.8. So I think that's Oliver's fastest time so far. Rick 38.9. Glock, and then Pink next. Got just burning all the way through that kink. DRS open. He's used all his battery. 38.6. Pink 38.3. Pink probably picking up a little bit of slipstream there off clock as well. Wouldn't say it made a massive difference, but it would definitely help. Kane is not pushing. Flicks is not. I think these are in low fuel mode. Yeah, a lot of lads coming into the pits now after that first run. Here we go, Airways. First out for his second and final run. Be interesting to see tyre strategies for the race here as well. Obviously, it's a lot higher wearing than it used to be. And so, I'd expect a lot of people to go for a two-stop. But it is a race where safety cars are quite frequent. Will some people try and extend? Will they rely on the safety cars? Because Baku's one of them. I've seen it done with no safety cars. I've seen it done where only 6 people finish. So, yeah, either or. One extreme to the other. But here we go. Airways now underway for his final run here in Q3. A lot of traffic ahead of him now. Everyone else coming out of the pits on their out laps. And they don't seem to be moving out the way. Oh, they did there, but a bit late. He had to swerve around that Ferrari there. Let's see what his sector 2 split is. He's coming up to another couple of cars now. That's Glock and Paulie Orange ahead of him. Glock moves well out the way. Will Paulie Orange give him a tidy slipstream? He's 3/10 under at sector 2. Should put him between Rick and Harold. But if he picks a nice slipstream up here, and he's not took it. P6, so it puts him just behind Harold, 2 thousandths behind Harold. Yeah, strange choice. Moritz on an outlap. Alpine Harold was on an outlap. Next across the line will be Flicks. Ooh, Flicks has hit the wall. Don't think he's got any wing damage, nothing visible anyway, but he's a second under at sector 2. 38.5, put him up to P2. Up to the line, 38.5. And it does put him P2. Kane Lowry, 3/4 of a second under at sector 2. Which, it'd improve his time, but wouldn't see him move up the leaderboard. What has he got up to the line? Pretty sure he just bounced off the wall as well. 39.5, so yeah, does improve, but not up the leaderboard. Rick's invalidated. Was a 38.2 as well. Ooh. Airways is invalidated. What's Paulie Orange got? Up to P3, 38.6. Glock up to the line, 38.6. Pink, 37.6. Jesus Christ. Harold sticking to the back of that Red Bull. Yeah, the Red Bull. Harold up to P5, 38.7, and always invalidated. So yeah, that is your top 10 for the start of the race. Pink taking pole by 9/10 from Flicks, Glock, Paulie Orange, Harold, Oliver, Rick down in P7. That is a bit of a surprise. Airways P8, Kane P9, Moritz no time on the board P10. I'll be back just before the race starts. Here we are now, formation lap. Quick tyre check. So we've got Paulie Orange, Kane Lowry, Moritz, Bark, Bruges, Dan and Tenor opting for the hards. Everybody else starting on the mediums. The lads are now forming up on the grid. There we go, that's 5 lights. And away we go. Pink getting a good start. Glock up round the outside of Flicks as well. Flicks fighting it. Give him the inside for turn 2, but Glock looks like he got a better run. No, Flicks holds it. Harold up past Paulie Orange. Rick past Oliver. We've got a yellow flag. That is Riker with wing damage. Rick and Paulie Orange fighting here. Rick up ahead of him now. Rick up 2 spots. Bruges up past Sammy. Sammy down 3. Dan up 4. Probably all that extra downforce he's got running a Hungary setup. Up 5 now. Dan flying off the start with all that extra downforce on the hard tyres as well. Lutman now up past Sammy. But where Dan's going to lose time is sector 3. All down that back straight. Sector 1 and sector 3 are no good for Dan. Sector 2, he'll be brilliant. Rick's pulled away from Paulie Orange now. Paulie Orange just over a second behind. See how Dan does here. What is he? 6 tenths behind at the start of it. Yeah, already 9 tenths. We're not even at the line yet. Over a second behind, not even at the line. Barks pulled 5 tenths in on him. And he's lost 6, 7 tenths against Cavalis there on that straight. Just on that straight alone. Sammy into the pits. That's a replaced wing. Riker the same. Oh, there's an Alpine. It flipped up. It hit the wall and that's Harold out. That'll be a safety car, surely. Surely? It's not. I think because the cars were so grouped together, they've just... Cody's marshals are amazing, but I saw Harold's Alpine in the background. The wheel went under the car jumped in the air. So Harold is out. Definitely not what Harold would have wanted, but Pink is on the verge of breaking Flicks. Not quite. Both burnt a lot of battery though. Rick is now out of DRS range to Glock as well. That front 3 pulling away slightly. Paulie Orange getting past Oliver now with the help of DRS. Now 2.5 seconds behind Rick. Obviously Harold's DNF's probably had something to do with that. Back up past Dan. Bruges up past Dan as well. Even with DRS there, he's not able to do anything. I know the car ahead had DRS as well. Ooh, Bruce with a bit of a slide. And now you'll see Dan's car come alive through this sector. Rick back in DRS to that front three as well. Briefly. All this extra downforce Dan's got. Ooh, don't look like he's got it through the castle section though. That's wide, that'll be a warning. He's pushing. He's definitely pushing. So, biggest... Oh, Glock gets past Flicks. Yeah, 2.4 now behind Pink, so Flicks has had a moment, lost some time. And Glock makes no mistake, gets past him before the DRS. Did he give Flicks DRS? He did. Flicks ended up with the DRS, so Glock's overtook him before the DRS straight. That's helped him pull half a second back in on Pink, but 2 seconds behind now. Pink is in that position where he finds himself so often and just controls races. What is Rick going to do? Rick is going for it on Glock. He's passed. Rick now up into P3, and it's just Flicks between him and his title challenger last season. Oh, Harold, mate, I'm gutted for you. I am gutted for you. What happened, mate? So obviously, I think it was into turn 3. Just so your car hit the wall in the background and just jump in the air. You clip the inside curb, or were you fighting someone? Pink now over 3 seconds ahead. Pink just controlling this now. Paulie Orange is 3 seconds ahead of Oliver now as well. Tenor got past Walkman, but has lost time to Dan. So here we go, Rick and Glock, almost 3 wide here down the back straight. Oliver into the pits. Has he got damage? No visible damage, no, just a tyre change. 5 laps in. Only 5 laps on them mediums. He's gone for a set of hards. Over a 4-second lead Pink's got now. Paulie Orange is within the DRS of this group as well. Paulie Orange has bridged the gap and caught up. Oh, Glock is falling out of that DRS to Rick. Rick still with a lot of battery as well. I wonder, Glock's tyres starting to go, or is he getting the issues you mentioned earlier in the chat, the controller issues here at Baku, that you start to lose feedback? Because he has just lost about half a second in about 3 corners. He's coming into the pits. I'm guessing it's his tyres. Oh, Flicks in as well. I think Flicks overtook him and then jumped in. Oh, cheeky. Rick's closed the gap on Pink by about 4 tenths. But we're seeing pit stops starting to happen now. Flicks, Glock, Airways in. Oliver was in last lap. Oliver up past Airways. Have a look at the tyres now. Poly Orange, Moritz, Kane Lowry, Bruges, Bark, Dan, Tenner on the hards that they started on. We've only got Pink, Rick, Cavalis and Luckman still on the mediums that they started on. Everybody else who started on the mediums is pitted. Oh, we got yellow flag. That's Airways out. Airways has crashed at turn 3. And that is a full safety car. So, them lads who've just pitted off the mediums are now at a disadvantage. Glock, Flicks, they're now at a disadvantage. Pink and Rick get, you know, a free pit stop there. And they do have a fairly big gap as well. So that benefits Rick and Pink massively. Massively. And Rick and Pink are in. Kane's in off the hards. Tennis stared out. Bark, Dan, all in. All those who started on the hards, bar Poly Orange, Moritz and Tenner, have pitted. Some have popped mediums on, some have popped another set of hards on. I'll once these pit stops are done, I'll just pause in a second and have a check a race director. So Pink has gone mediums to hards, Rick's gone mediums to hards. Poly Orange, Moritz, Tenner stayed out on the hards that they started on. Flicks, Glock, Oliver went mediums to hards. Kane and Bark went hard. Cavalis has gone medium, which means he only has a set of hard tyres left that are fresh. Bruges and Dan went hard, medium. Luckman, Riker went medium, hard. Sammy's gone medium. And Airways and Harold are both out. So this is definitely going to be interesting. As Glock says, 4 laps fine, then it loses vibration. Yeah, notice something must have happened. Obviously, you lost about 6 tenths in just a number of corners, couple of corners. So didn't think it was down to just tyre wear. Thought that, you know, there had to have been something that had gone on. But we just wait for the pack to bunch up now. Looks like Luckman's going to overtake Dan here. What's going on? Riker's into the pits. Fresh set of hards. Sammy's in. so far, not seen any sort of aggressive or dodgy moves, any borderline moves. I think the two lads who've lost it have lost it on their own. Tanner comes out the pits now. Sammy's just joining up as well, so I'd expect to see the safety car in this lap. There we go, we are pretty much all formed up now. Expect to see the safety car in this lap message as they cross the sector 3 line. And there we go, safety car in this lap. So, Paulie Orange will slow down now, as he'll be the one leading the pack. I think Paulie Orange and Moritz are going to be quickly passed by Pink and Rick. Flick's Glock again on fresh tyres. It's going to be interesting now how quick they can get past. If they get stuck behind through, say, like Sector 2, through the castle section, that'll cost them a lot of time. And Paulie Orange has gone early. He's gone a lot earlier than I thought he would. But no, good restart. I like that. Oh, Moritz looked like he just went straight on. He has. So Moritz has gone from P2 to P8. That gives Pink a free position. Riker up past Lutman. Tenner up past Lutman. Has Lutman ended up with damage or something like that? Oh, someone's hit a wall. Pink! Pink's tumbling down. Pink's down. Pink's hit a wall. He's lost part of his wing. And what is he doing? What is he doing? Pink is down to P16. From P2, Rick's dropped a position as well as Rick. Rick's got wing damage. I wonder if they were coming together between Pink and Rick. Or unless, you know, Pink's lost it, Rick's hit him. Someone definitely hit the wall. I heard the noise of someone hitting the wall. But Pink all the way down to P16 now. 22 seconds behind and with wing damage. When he looks so in control as well. DRS enabled now. See what Glock can do against Poly Orange. 5 lap fresher tyres. Cavalis up past Kane. Bark up past Moritz. Bruges up past Moritz. Tenor up past Moritz. What is going on? Moritz still struggling with the damage. Has he got damage? I don't know. He doesn't appear to. No, it's just worn tyres. But he's got Sammy now all over his gearbox. Oh, I thought Moritz was going straight in wall there. He made a correction and it's cost him time. So he won't have DRS on tenor down this back straight. He mounts the curb there as well, which is going to cost him. I'd expect Sammy to fly past him here. Bruges up past back. As Pink has commented on the stream saying my wheel. So I'm wondering if it was a wheel disconnection issue that's cost Pink there. Bark and Bruges fighting. Lutman's getting involved in that as well. Up past Bark. Tenor up past Bark. Come on, Bark. What's going on here? You've been rattled. Glock still behind Poly Orange. Less than 2 tenths now through the castle. He's got to make a move surely now down into turn 1. A quarter of a second. Oh, yellow flag. What's that? Aston Martin at the back. That's Riker. Surely with the RS now, Glock can get this done. He's gaining. And he is. He's passed. He takes P1. Lutman up past Bruges, Sammy up past Bark. Lutman's lost time to Kane. It's around 3 seconds now, 3.2. Front 5, all still within that second of each other. Oh, as Glock's sliding about. Rick's trying to go around the outside of Poly Orange. That's not going to work. Not through Sector 2. And Glock has broken DRS to Poly Orange. Rick is caught behind now. This helps Glock. It does help Glock. I know he's got issues, obviously, on controller where he's losing feedback, but that gap now up to 1.8 and it's just going up, 1.9. Allows him a bit of breathing space. halfway through the race now. We've hit the halfway point. And Pink's not closing in on the group ahead. He's lost a second since I last looked at it, which was about a lap ago. Glock 1.6 ahead of Polly Orange. Polly Orange closing in on the straight, burning a lot of battery. Rick with DRS. Rick up past Polly Orange now. Pulled in about half a second there on Glock. I say, well, 6/10. Let's see what happens now. Polly Orange had a moment there. Flicks gets past him. As Tom Taylor says, what happened to Pink? Honestly, I don't know. I was on board with a fight a bit further back. I heard someone hit the wall. Seen Pink tumbling down the order, and Rick's got front wing damage. Pink commented saying my wheel. So I don't know if he's had a wheel disconnect issue or something like that. But yeah, he was moving very slowly, just sort of rolled into the runoff at turn 4, rolled into the runoff, and then struggled to get the car back onto the track. He tried to spin it round, but didn't have the room to do so. I had to reverse backwards, but it took him a while to get going. Polly Orange is into the pits now. 13 laps on them hards. Rick's decided to pit as well. 8 laps on his hards. And Cavalis, 8 laps on the mediums. So is Rick going for an undercut on Glock? We will see. He's popped another set of hards on. So he has gone the harder tyre compound. Harder tyre selection. What does it do for the championship? Obviously, it's only round 2. But Glock is leading the championship. Rick is second and Pink is third. So what it does is it's going to move Pink further down, and Glock and Rick are going to pull away from him a little bit. Point structure's changed slightly this season. We're running the same as what we did in F2 last season. So 25 points for the win, 22 points for second place, 19 points for third, 17 for fourth, and then it drops by 1 point all the way down to P20. So all 20 drivers score points now as long as they finish. But yeah, Glock leading the championship from round 1, won round 1, and he's currently leading round 2. Rick has obviously gone for an undercut on him, so it'll be interesting to see what Glock does. Yeah, he's boxing straight away. Flick stares out, Oliver stares out, Kane stares out, Luckman pits. I'll be honest, Tom, I'm actually surprised I can see your comments on stream. If it's the Tom I'm thinking of, I never used to be able to see your comments. So Flicks now leads the race 2.5 seconds to Oliver Kane Lowry, pushing for that P2. Oh, what has gone on there? Glock, Dan's ended up in a wall. Rick's still got wing damage. Yeah, I was looking at the comments, and when I look up, I see Dan's Haas hit Glock and hit the wall. Probably the first dodgy thing I've seen, to be honest, and I apologise, I didn't quite see exactly what happened, but both Haas down in 13th and 15th, now down with damage. Rick up past Bruges, Pulley Orange, Tenor into the pits, Glock up past Bark. And we have 9 laps to go. Down into the pits. I'm assuming that's going to be a wing replacement. It is a new wing and a new set of mediums. Riker's in. I think he's going for the 6th stop. Flick's now leading the race by around 3 seconds. Over 3 seconds now. Rick up past Pulley Orange. Glock is right on the back of Sammy as well. Glock up to P4, Rick up. Oh, is he up? No, Pulley Orange is fighting that back. Flex is out. Flex has crashed out in turn 3. It's a full safety car. When Flex was leading and he had that 3-second gap, I was gonna say if there's a safety car at this point, it will benefit Flex more than anyone, and Flex has crashed out 12 laps on them hard tyres and he's found the end. As Glock says, how unlucky can I get here? Yeah, it's not been the best. It's not been the best for you, mate. People swapping positions on the safety cars. What's going on here? But Oliver and Kane will get a cheap pit stop now if they decide to go for it. I would assume they would. Them tyres would be feeling worse for wear now. The question is, what tyres have they got left? Flicks, I hate this game the one time. As Tom says, I'm on the different account so you can see. Past few seasons, mate, I've got to say, they've been insane. So last season, championship battle went right down to the last race. Pink and Rick finished level on points, but Pink ended up taking it on race wins. And the season before was Pink and Bobo down to the last race, and Bobo ended up winning it. So yeah, we've had some good seasons, mate. Some good battling. That I'd say the level has just stepped up over the past few seasons. Sammy has gone for softs. I think that is a bold move. They will be dead in 2-3 laps. Oliver went for hards. Kane Lowry mediums. That's a good shout at this point in the race. That is great for Kane. Kane, don't count Kane out of a podium, I'm going to say, looking at that. Back and Paulie Orange also going for the mediums. Bruges down in P11. He pitted a lap before. Pink pitted a lap before. So they must have pitted as soon as they seen the safety car message. Glock, 3-lap old hards. Rick, 4-lap old hards. Luckman, 3-lap old hards. Cavalis, 4-lap old hards. So Oliver Kane. Be interested to see what they can do on the fresher tyres now. 7 laps to go. Serve another couple under the safety car. Feels weird seeing Pink down in P13. I'd expect him to be able to get to the back of the pack before the safety car comes in, so he probably will make a few positions up. But did he repair his wing? I don't know. Yeah, he did. He's got a full front wing now. Dan's got his wing. Riker's got his. Just have a quick look at race director here. Sammy has done medium hard, soft. And Riker's done medium hard. Oh, madness. What a madness. The two Hasses are now catching up to the pack. It is just Riker that's left to catch up. Wouldn't surprise me to see it in this lap. I know when it gets late on, it doesn't wait as long. It's not in yet, so unless we get a very late message, it looks like we've got another lap of it. They are waiting for Riker to catch up, which is going to hamper the likes of Oliver Kane, Sammy, Paulie Orange and Bark on them fresher tyres. Might help Sammy actually make it to the end. Because I do really think he's going to struggle on them soft tyres. As Pink says, lost force feedback lap 1 and wheel disconnected twice. Oh, mate, I'll be honest. I'm lucky when it happened to me. My wheel, I had another batch of wheel disconnect issues, but it happened when I was doing Co-op Korea with Nerf Pack, so lost a hell of a lot of time, and every time I turned the wheel on, it would turn off again within 3 seconds, and I think I managed to sort it. It was fine when we raced Hungary last week, and it was down to the shaft that enters the wheelbase. The collar that holds it in was loose, so every time I sort of pulled towards me slightly on the wheel, it disconnected the wheel. Don't know what wheel you're running. I think you're Thrustmaster, ain't you? So it might be slightly different, but yeah, wheel issues, mate, are an absolute nightmare. There's nothing but panic as soon as it happens as well, trying to get it back on and not lose too much time. But Pack now fully formed up. Oh, Glock's hit a wall. Has he given himself wing damage though? He has, he's lost an end plate. He was weaving warming his tyres, he's given himself wing damage. Oh my god. And the safety car's in this lap. And that is not just minor damage, it's not just an end plate, he's lost the fins as well. So Glock has put himself in the mud, he must have felt sorry for Pink. But Rick will pounce on that. I'm sure Oliver Kane will as well. But safety car well out the way now. It's all down to Glock, and when he starts, and he's gone early. And he's weaving down the straight, but nobody near making a move. Oliver, oh, Moritz picked up 3 seconds and tumbles down. Same thing he did on the last safety car restart. He went straight on at turn 1. So Moritz really struggling with turn 1 braking on them restarts. Oh, we just heard a car in the background. I think that might have been Bruges, or someone definitely had a lock up. Rick's actually losing a bit of touch to Glock, as is Oliver. I expected Oliver to be pushing these lads round, but maybe not a track for him. Kane will want to get past him as soon as he can if he wants a chance, or any chance at getting a win. On them medium tyres as well, Kane, so he should be faster at this point. He must be running higher wings because Oliver's just pulled away from him down that straight. Oh, he's burnt a lot of ERS to do so. And that'll cost Kane now because he's got Luckman all over his gearbox. Glock's still holding that lead. Rick with DRS not able to make a move. Luckman's having a look at Kane but thinks better of it. Moritz and Bark fighting. Polly Orange and Pink fighting. Pink now up to P9. Looking at P8. Taking P8. He's not. Polly Orange is fighting him back. Oh, you can't go too wide, Fruit Castle. Kane's struggling a bit now. He's losing time. Rick's all over the back of Glock, but Rick's also missing an end plate now as well. Oh, you're front three within 3 attempts. Oliver's already past Rick before DRS is open. Oliver into the lead of the race. Rick is going around the other side of Glock. Glock's trying to defend into turn 1. And they pulled 8 attempts on Kane on that straight. That is insane. But I've got a feeling this ain't going to end nicely with his front three. They all look feisty. They all want to win. I don't think it is over yet, guys. 2 laps to go. What is going to happen? Pink up to P7 now. Past Cavalis as well. Tom says, sounds like an eventful 2 seasons. It has been, mate. We've had all sorts. We've had a lot, like a big influx of new drivers. A lot of drivers changing tiers. This season is the first season we've ever struggled for numbers across all 3 tiers. So we have guys running multiple tiers. So like Lutman is racing here on pad in tier 1, and then he's racing on wheel in tier 3. We have a couple of lads in tier 2 that are doing the same thing as well. You do miss racing, which is very time consuming. Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. If you want to put the effort in to be fast, yeah, it's extremely time consuming. And that's it. I've never, myself personally, never spent that much time doing the practice. I've always enjoyed the racing aspect of it and just turning up and having a go. Rick having a look at Glock. Oliver has pulled 1.8 seconds to these two though. Can Kane gain on them? I don't think he can. That gap. But Pink up to P5 now. Oh, Kane has gained through sector 1 there on Glock. And Oliver's just pulled away 2.2 seconds up front. Lutman's out. Lutman's DNF'd at turn 3. Everyone's crashed at turn 3. Pink is now in that second of Kane Lowry, which I don't want. Pink, please stay behind. I'm racing Williams this season, so I'd like my teammate to do well, but he just keeps dropping out of DRS. He keeps dropping out of that second as he gets to this point, and it's costing him too much. So he will be passed by Pink this lap. I think Glock's out of DRS now to Rick as well. Pink is going for the move, and he's up to P4. Sets the fastest lap of the race as well. Pull the orange up past Sammy. Sammy's tyres will be absolutely screaming now. We are on the final lap though, and Oliver is not far, probably a minute and a half now away from taking his first race winner this season. At Baku of all circuits as well, very difficult track. Pink is going for a move on Glock. They're fighting hard. You can't go too wide through the castle, but neither one wants to back out. Pink settles, sits behind, accepts it there, but he'll want to make a move as soon as he can. Glock leading the championship. Pink in third place at the moment. Rick will close in on Glock, but at the moment Pink is losing points to Glock. Let's see what happens down this back straight now. Red flashing fuel light for Pink as well. Is he going to run out of fuel is the question. Is he going to hit low fuel mode? But Oliver is coming up to the line. Oliver is going to take the win. And he has. Pink has gone for the move. Pink takes P3. Does he hold it? He does. Pink takes P3. Glock P4. Kane P5. Great result for Kane. Polly Orange P6. Cavalis P8. Sammy down to Cavalis P7. Sammy down to P8 on them soft tyres. They didn't last the distance. So Pink after that disaster halfway through the race, tumbling all the way down to the back of the grid, being 24 seconds off the pack, managed to fight his way back through. Obviously the safety car helped, but end of the day, you can only race what's ahead of you. Safety car comes out, he's fought his way back through and ended up P3. So, yeah, master recovery there from Pink. Rick taking a solid P2 after that little disappointment in quali, being a lot further down than I thought he'd be. But I've got to say, Oliver, great drive from Oliver. What a drive. Staying out late on them. The first set of tyres he put on the hards, dragging them out as long as he could. And yeah, safety car came out, pitted when he needed to, and yeah, took the win. So great drive from Oliver, great win. I will fire some invites out to our podium sitters. As Glock says, you might just retire after that. I'll be honest, mate. To me, you pointed this one out as a problem for pad users, so I'd say this one's always going to be a bad one, and finishing P4 isn't a bad result if you look at it like that. Don't, let the one dodgy one you know about ruin the rest of it for you. Just keep your head in it, mate. Keep your head in it. I'll fire them invites out now to the rest of the lads if I can find my controller. So Rick, Oliver, and Pink. Right. Oh, there he is. No, I know it's cost you the win, mate. I know it's cost you the win, but like I say, it's one where you were going to have issues. So you were still up there. Your pace was fucking good. You controlled the race pretty much, and then what's happened. Just without sounding like a knob, you've got to just suck it up and get on to the next one now. Just me and you at the moment, Rick.
Good evening.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing fine, I guess. How about you?
Yeah, good. It was an interesting race, to be fair. I'll be honest. When we've raced Baku in the past, I've seen some sketchy overtakes, some dodgy driving, but by and large, this was a good race, a very good race.
Then you haven't seen what I've seen. Oh, jeez.
Obviously, I'm looking from a different point of view, and I can
Mm.
only see whatever drivers I'm on board with. But yeah, from what I saw, I know there's been a few issues with wheel disconnects or losing of force feedback or whatever else. But from what I saw, there was a lot of good racing. I think there were 3 times where they were almost too wide into castle section, and one driver decided not to and backed out, which to me is a positive. Because I have seen in the past where they go, no, I'm not backing out. And you try too wide in castle section, it doesn't work.
No, not really. No.
What happened in quali, mate? I don't know if this is a track that's good for you, bad for you, or what. I just assume now you're always going to be up there, and yeah, that Q3 just sort of threw me a bit seeing you down in P7.
I invalidated my last lap. That lap would have been good enough for P2. So,
Right, right. So it was just that last one. Where did you invalidate it?
um, I don't know what corner it the number, but
The one just
when you
before
exit,
Castle, or
no, after the
after?
left-hander,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
went too wide.
yeah.
So,
Seen a couple of
well,
people run wide though during the race and assume they'd pick up a warning for it.
yeah, so that wasn't ideal, but I mean, I like this track. I don't mind it, and I know everything is about race pace here, so I was feeling pretty good. Uh, the race as well. It was a bit of a roller coaster, to say the least. um, I had a good start. Picked up 2 positions, and I was getting into a rhythm. Unfortunately, a little bit in a DRS train, but um,
Yeah, that happens here, doesn't it?
I think it was after the first safety car. Yeah, the pink wheel disconnect stuff. The first one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got caught up in it, and ever since then I drove with a pretty damaged front
I
wing.
saw the
So
front wing damage. Yeah,
yeah.
I was on board with a fight that was happening at a couple of places behind you, and I heard the contact noise like someone had hit the wall, and I saw Pink's name dropping down. So I jumped on with Pink, and he was
hmm
just sort of rolling and rolled into the runoff at turn 4, and then struggled to get back on track. And then when I flicked back up, I saw that you had wing damage. So I didn't know if there was a coming together, like an incident between you two, or whether Pink had collected a wall and you collected Pink, or what. But
Yeah, exactly that. So in turn three, the first part of the corner was just normal, and then somehow, because his wheel disconnected, of course, he just drove into the wall.
I just went straight.
And at that point, it was already too late for me because I was right behind him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I drove into his rear end, lost the position, and also got pretty pretty decent wing damage. So
Yeah, well, that
um,
the wing damage were visible from my
yeah,
side as well. Like you could see that.
and around a track like this, it doesn't affect you as much as on others, but it still held me back
Yeah,
quite a lot.
definitely, definitely. It's not, there's a lot of lefts, a lot of rights, so it's not comfortable once you've got that damage.
Yeah, I think if I didn't have that damage, I probably would have won the race, could have won the race. But I mean, it happened, so yeah, multiple safety cars. The final safety car was a bit tricky because I was really um, thinking, should I pit for that wing damage? But I had no
Yeah.
tires left.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just about to ask you was that second safety car. What was your thought process to staying out?
I really wanted to pit, but my only options were mediums that I started on, so they were already fucked.
Yeah.
And hards I already drove on, which were more worn than the ones I had on the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
softs don't only
No.
go like 3 laps here, so that was not worth it. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, my
One
only
one lad
chance,
in I think he was P6 at the time, put softs on, and I think he finished P10.
yeah. So I didn't see, the reward in giving up track position. So I stayed out. It kind of worked out, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was a roller coaster, but yeah, a bit disappointed I didn't win the race, but because it could have been.
Yeah,
But oh well.
it could have, but again, you've ended there where we are P2 in the championship. You've gained points on Pink, gained points on Glock as well. So it's extremely close. It is still extremely close between the three of you, but yeah,
Well, I mean,
by and
I,
large, mate, P7 to P2 is a very good race.
yeah, respectable. But what's more than respectable is Pink's comeback because what the fuck?
Yeah,
How did he end up P3, man?
I don't know. I don't know how he got
Honestly.
to a podium. I know when I looked and he'd pitted and put fresh tyres on, and the safety car obviously was bunching everyone up. I think he was like P11, and I said, "Oh, I'll expect to see Pink move up a few places." I didn't expect him to get to P3.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
expect him to see him like maybe P6, P7, but no,
yeah.
he was flying at the end.
I mean, the penultimate lap, I saw his name pop up in the in the top four. I was like, no way, man. He was so far behind.
Well, that's it. When he, like I said, when he ran into the runoff at turn 4, he ended up 20 odd seconds behind,
Yeah, exactly. I
and
mean, safety cars do help, but
he didn't even pit immediately, like to repair the wing damage or anything. He just carried on going and repaired it under the. No, did he repair? Yeah, I think he pitted. Oh, sorry, no, he pitted as soon as the safety car announcement came out. You lads at the front had missed the pits. He managed to pit then. So his tyres said they were one lap older, but he pitted under that same safety car. And that's where he repaired his wing damage. But yeah,
right.
I've got to say, great race. I enjoyed it from my point of view. There were a couple of dodgy bits. And a few issues, like I said, wheel issues, pad issues, which doesn't make it easy at all, but by and large, great race to watch. And yeah, you had a great race yourself, mate, so well done.
Better than expected, so that's at least good.
Brilliant, mate, brilliant. Yeah, thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thank you everyone who has commented. I've just seen a comment there, which is nothing to do with the league, but I've won a competition, so that's good news. That's positive. But yeah, back to the league. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. Join us Sunday night, 8 o'clock. We'll race here at Baku, and then Tier 1, Tier 2 will be here 8:30 next Friday at Australia. We will see you then.